Hello everyone. So today we'll be checking on another high availability feature of AWS, which is auto scaling. This will be a very small video which will include your theory session as well as practical session, after which I'll be posting another video where we will see the fault tolerance architecture while we implement high availability features in AWS. So let's go ahead and see what all we have in auto scaling. So the first thing we should see, what are the auto scaling components. First one is groups. It is a logical component. Web server group or application group or database group, etc., whatever you can say. These are the means logical components. These are the groups. It is just a logical component where you will put your EC2 instances in. Next is configuration templates. Each group uses a launch template or a launch configuration as a configuration template for its EC2 instances. So it's basically the instructions on what EC2 instances to launch, what size they are, what storage, etc., etc. And you can specify information such as the AMI ID, instance type, key pair, service groups, and block device mapping for your instances. Next is scaling options. We'll go ahead with all this with the scaling options in details. So scaling options provides several ways for you to scale your auto scaling groups. For example, you can configure a group to scale based on the occurrence of specified conditions, which is dynamic scaling, or on a schedule. So what all scaling options do we have? We have maintain current instance levels at all times. We can scale manually. We can scale based on a schedule. We can scale based on demand. We can use predictive scaling. So let's go ahead with each and every scaling options. The first one is maintain current instance levels at all times. You can configure your auto scaling group to maintain a specified number of running instances at all times. You might say, hey, I want a minimum of 10 instances at all times. To maintain the current instance levels, Amazon EC2 autoscaling performs a periodic health check on running within an autoscaling group. When Amazon EC2 autoscaling finds an unhealthy instance, it terminates that instance and launches a new one. So next is scale manually. Manual scaling is the most basic way to scale your resources, where you specify only the change in the maximum, minimum, or desired capacity of your autoscaling group. Amazon EC2 autoscaling manages the process of creating or terminating instances to maintain the updated capacity. Next is scaling based on a schedule. Scaling by schedule means scaling options are performed automatically as a function of time and date. So you schedule it, and like that, at that time of instance where you know that your web server or your there will be a very high load on your web server, and you want to scale your EC2 instances from 2 to 3 at that instance, so that it sustains the load capacity, and after which you can also scale it down on based on that schedule. So this is useful when you know when to increase or decrease the number of instances in your group, simply because the need arises on a predictable schedule. Next is scaling based on demand. This is a most popular type of auto scaling. A more advanced way to scale your resources using scaling policies lets you define parameters that control the scaling process. For example, let's say that you have a web application that currently runs on 2 instances, and you want the CPU utilization of the auto scaling group to stay around 50% when the load on the application changes. This method is useful for scaling in response to changing conditions when you don't know when those conditions will change. You can set up Amazon EC2 autoscaling to respond for you. Next is predictive scaling. You can also use Amazon EC2 autoscaling in combination with AWS autoscaling to scale resources across multiple services. AWS autoscaling can help you maintain optimal availability and performance by combining predictive scaling and dynamic scaling. So, proactive and reactive approaches, respectively, to scale your Amazon EC2 capacity faster. So, let's go ahead and check these things, check our auto scaling through lab, which is the best way to know what is auto scaling and what it can do. So, let's go ahead and launch our AWS Management Console. So here we go, we are in our AWS Management Console and we need to go to EC2 to create our auto-scaling group. So here we are in our EC2 dashboard and here we need to go to auto-scaling, which is just after load balancing. Go to launch configurations and we need to create a launch configuration in here. Let's create it. We will go ahead with Amazon Linux 2 AMI, T2 micro as eligible. Next, configure the details. Let's give the name as my ASG auto scaling group launch configuration, and here we are giving our IAM role. We do have both S3 admin access, so let me give this one. And in advanced details, if you see here, we can give the kernel ID, RAM, disk, and all this thing. We'll just put our bootstrap script, which is much more similar, means what we used earlier, means we will be updating our OS, yum update. We will install Apache, we will start our Apache services, we will check configure HTTP on, so that once the server reboots, it will automatically start your Apache services, and it will we will create an index.html which will flag welcome to autoscaling lab. So we'll put this bootstrap script in here. Then the IP address type we can put as only assign a public IP address to instances launched in the default VPC and subnet. Assign a public IP address. Do not assign a public IP address. We will go ahead with the default configuration. We'll give this as general purpose SSD. The security group will be putting it, we'll be selecting from our web DMZ. We'll be selecting this. Do we have something else in here? No. So let's review it and let's create the launch configuration. Let's choose our existing pair. Choose an existing pair. We'll take this. I hope we have this. Yes, we do have this. So we are good to go ahead with this, and we are launching it. Doing this does not mean that you are doing anything, means it hasn't launched any EC2 instances. However, we can create an auto scaling group right now using this launch configuration, and that will start to deploy your EC2 instances. So let's go ahead here. As you can see in here, create an auto scaling group using this launch configuration. Let me give the group name as my ASG infra experts ASG. Let's see whether it takes space or not. Yes, it will be taking space. And the group size, let me keep this as start with 3 instances. So 3 EC2 instances will be created, and let's skip 3 subnets, USS 2A, 2B and 2C. This means it will evenly spread the instances across all availability zones, and the default, this will be in our default VPC. Let's see what we have in our advanced details. In advanced details, we have load balancing, receive traffic from one or more load balancer. These things will be going ahead. Means, as I said, I will be making another video where we will be seeing the fault tolerance of while we configure our high availability architecture. In that, we will be checking this part. So let's go ahead and configure notifications. Create auto scaling group, keep it at initial size, use scaling policies to adjust the capacity of this group. Let me keep this, and let's scale between 3 and 6 instances. This will be minimum maximum size of your group. So if, and here let me give the name as let me give the name as scale group as default, and the metric type as CPU utilization. So this means if the CPU utilization is high, so then it will be scaling from 3 till 6 instances, till a maximum of 6 instances, and the CPU utilization is low, it will scale from 6 to, it will decrease it from 6 to 3 instances. Let's give the target value as 80. So if the value is CPU utilization value is 80 or above 80, then auto scaling group will work and it will launch multiple instances, scaling up to 6 instances, and instances need is by default 300 seconds, means 5 minutes to warm up after scaling. So this is, what is it? This is actually the amount of time that your instances need to warm up. During this time, instances that have been launched will not contribute to the auto scaling group metrics. To learn, so here we will be keeping this as 60. I've kept this as 60 since, or else it will take 5 minutes for your instance to be properly utilized. So let's go ahead with configuration. You can add notification. I'm not going to add any notification. You can add auto scaling group tag. I will keep it as infra experts ASG. So this is the key and this is the value, so you do not need it actually, so just create it. So this is, as you can see, creating auto scaling group successful, and this has failed, and right now this is successfully created. So let us see the creation log, the scaling policies which failed at previously. This after retrying it once more, it successfully got created. So I'll just close it, and right now let's go to, and so we are in our auto scaling group console itself. So if you click in here, if you click in this and go to my activity history, so in here we can see, if you go to activity history, we can see the it's launching 3 instances and all are not in all were not in yet in service. So right now these are in service, and let's go to our instances and check whether those got created or not. Yes, so if you can see in here, we have 3 running instances right now. So right now let's delete 2 instances and check what happens. Let me delete this one and this. These 2 instances, terminate. So currently this is shutting down, and what will happen once this instances are terminated, other instances should be coming up. So let us see whether this happens or not. I'll pause the video until this is terminated. So currently this is terminated, and let's see whether we are getting other options or not. Let us go to our autoscaling group and see the activity group. And you can see in here terminating EC2 instance, this is successful, and it is launching a new instance right now after I refreshed it. So if we go in here in our instances right now, we can see that the instances are launching. See, currently one of the instances is in pending state, and right now it's came to running state. So one more EC2 instance will be launching soon. Let us check our activity group again. So this is still working. So this is taking some time actually. So you can see that it has terminated the second EC2 instance. Right now it came, and right now it's launching the other EC2 instance. So why it is launching 2 EC2 instances right now is that since while configuring we provided that the desired capacity there should be 3 EC2 instances, minimum of 3 EC2 instances, and a maximum of 6 EC2 instances. So that is why this is right now it's launching the other one, which is see, you can see the status. At first it was not yet in service, right now it changed to in progress. So if you see, after I refresh it, it changed to successful. So let's go ahead and see whether we have 3 EC2 instances right now in our console or not. So we have 3 EC2 instances. Those are in US is 2, A, B and C availability zones. So what will happen if I delete my autoscaling group right now? Let me delete my autoscaling group. As soon as you delete it, you will see my EC2 instances are also getting terminated. As you can see in here, I have not stopped it. It is shutting down on its own, and it will be terminated too once it is shut down. See, you can see after I refresh it, this got terminated. One of them got terminated, and the next one, this is also getting terminated. After I refresh, all of them got terminated. So that is it for this lecture, guys. And if you like it, please do like, subscribe and share to my channel. And in our next video, we will be looking into building a fault tolerant web WordPress site where we'll be configuring this. So that's all for today's session, guys. Please do like, subscribe and share. Thanks a lot.